Hello, and thank you for joining us. I'm Sandy Potter, along with Masonicare President and CEO, JP Venoit. Dr. Schwartz is enjoying some time off this week, but we're very happy to have a special guest with us, Adam Rader. He is the Internal Communications Coordinator for Masonicare. Welcome, Adam. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you both.
It's a pleasure to have you. We're flipping the format a bit today as we talk about ways in which we've worked to keep the flow of communication strong during the pandemic. And JP, with that, I'll hand it over to you to discuss this more.
Sandy, thank you so much. When we talk about COVID over the past 16 months, we realized very quickly that we had to change our whole communication process. In-person meetings, in-person communications, things of that nature, unfortunately had to go to the wayside with regards to our employees, families, and things of that nature. And we realized very quickly through our COVID task force that we needed to up really the ante on how do we communicate to the masses, knowing that every single day there was multiple changes. And part of what we did was we asked my good friend Adam Rader and my good friend Sandy Potter to really help us in two ways. Adam was really instrumental in helping us communicate with our employees and really our internal communication. And we took the approach of communicating with weekly memos, blogs, things of that nature. And Adam was really the driving force behind that. I would tell you, Adam and I talked quite extensively. What is the new thing we have to get out to our employees? Many people may not realize this, but when we were in the thrust of COVID, we were continuing to have changes happen really on an hourly basis. Every 15 minutes, things were changing. We would actually be in meetings through our COVID task force. And in the middle of the meeting, we would receive a fax blast saying, this has changed. And going to Adam and saying, hey, Adam, we need to get this out to our employees. We use so many different methods, from email to our phone system, what we call our regroup, texting, getting the messages out to all of our employees. Personally, I didn't like it as much as the face-to-face and being out in front of our employees, but we knew we had to come up with other vehicles of communication, and Adam did a fantastic job. And when we talked about the other side of the videos, think about this. Sandy, I know you and Dr. Schwartz go back and forth, but this is probably our 32nd video, somewhere around there, of videos that we've done. And it was another attempt in increasing our communication to, I'll say, the outside world, and also our employees who are looking at this. And you have done an amazing job. And when we look at this, and I'll talk more about it as we continue this cast, but I was happy to have the ability to flip this around. And I know both of you were going, oh, I don't know if I want to be the center of attention. You too have done just an amazing job at pushing the information out, but also coming up with new ideas of things that were happening that you saw to say, hey, let's talk about this. Adam, when we talked about the vaccinations, those weekly newsletters helped us in communicating the information that was coming to us from the vaccinations. And I'm happy to say in another week, all of our employees should be vaccinated, and it was mandatory, but I will tell you that we have very few employees left to get their vaccination. So I'm extremely proud of the fact that we've been able to do it, but I'm even more proud of both Sandy and Adam helping get the message out and get the information out. It's been truly an amazing feat, and it also has been a time where being able to get the right information and the correct information out at the right time has made really, in my opinion, a difference in why Masonicare has been able to be so successful in the vaccinations, in combating COVID, and getting the information out in a timely manner has been truly something that we're all very proud of. Now, Adam.
Yes.
We've really taken a multifaceted approach with the communication that's been put up. Can you kind of tell us a little bit about the methods you have been using? Because I do think those methods have really helped us in so many ways. As we see us going to some normalcy in our communication with some face-to-faces, we're still going to need to continue a lot of what we've been doing for the past 16 months. And as I said, Adam, you've done a fantastic job. And I can't tell you how proud I am of what you've done to really get us to where we are today.
Thank you. Thank you very much for that. Yeah, I mean, my philosophy is always to be clear and consistent, and especially during this public health crisis, to be to rely on really the most reputable sources available for our employees. You mentioned email. That's one way to communicate these days. But our employees get their information in a lot of different ways, and they're not all in front of a computer all day. Most of them are not. So it is important that we use every communication channel at our disposal. So that's email, it's text messaging, it's good old-fashioned paper. It's also encouraging regular conversations with managers and supervisors, because, as you say, that face-to-face interpersonal communication is still so important and is going to continue to be important. I also have moderated a message box on our internal intranet where employees can submit questions about anything having to do with COVID-19 or our response to it. And we post the answers there as well. And that has really given us another way to communicate, not just by pushing messages out, but to keep a dialogue going and have that regular communication. And that's been, I think, you take all of those different channels and put them together, and I think it's worked out very well. And as you said, it has resulted in really good response to our goal of getting as many employees as possible vaccinated.
Adam, thank you. Thank you for all you have done, and thank you for your continued support in getting that communication out and being one of those leaders that people have looked to help get the communication out. I can't tell you how many of our leadership have said, geez, I got to call Adam now to get that memo out, or talk to him about it. It's been really, I think, a very significant asset to the organization to be able to get that information out and have somebody that has the ability to really take the information, put it together, and get it out in a manner that people understand. So, Sandy, our video messages have really become a go-to method of providing the latest information. And I was thinking a little bit about this last night, knowing that we were going to sit and talk. And I remember the first video we did right outside my office. And, you and I talked a little bit about how scared we were of what was happening in our world, in our state, and really within our organization. And, I remember you saying that when we were in the middle of this, that this method that we were doing with the video messaging was going to help quail some of that. And I think that brought comfort to me, knowing that you had this. You knew that you were going to be able to help get these videos out. And, if you think about our first videos to how we do it now, we learned from them. And I think you have really been that leader to help us get the information out. Can you talk a little bit about, the videos and I know you were also like Adam going, geez, I don't know if I want to be the center of attention. But the reality is you need to be recognized for what you did. And I truly appreciate all your hard work during this COVID pandemic and getting the video messages out.
Well, JP, thank you so much. I appreciate all your kind words, and I feel the same way. And this has really been a huge team effort. I do remember the first video you and I did together. In fact, I looked back and saw that it was on March 12th, 2020. And I remember us doing that, and you were talking about our preparedness plan. And, you know, that was the moment when none of us knew what to expect. There were so many unknowns. And as you say, things were changing on an hourly, sometimes basis. And we were all scared. We were all yearning for information, and we knew that we had to find these unique ways to reach everyone and keep us as connected as possible. I really hope that the videos that we've done have accomplished that. And we've certainly done our best to continue to bring everyone the latest information, and really try to assure everyone that we're on this, and we're all in this together, and we're here for you. You know, as the situation progressed, we've continued to post those video updates to really help spread that information to not only our team members, but our residents and their families, and be a source of a resource and a source of information to the families who were looking to find out what was going on and what the latest guidelines were and so on. It's definitely been a great vehicle of communication, and you know, it's been a time when we're all looking to be close and to feel like we're all on the same page, and I hope that the videos have helped to do that. I also want to say that working with Adam has been incredible, and having us all have our consistent flow has been just of key importance. My department also has worked tirelessly to update our website on a daily basis so that families and employee team members always had a resource to turn to there for the latest information as well. So it's been a daily, ongoing, consistent effort, and with you guiding us, I hope that folks have felt that we've all been stronger than ever. And I really think that our upfront and transparent communication has proved that. And JP, you always say Masonicare strong. I'm just happy to be a part of the Masonicare family, and so proud of all that we've been able to accomplish, and just so grateful for this wonderful team.
I want to jump in really quickly, JP, and go off script here and just say that collaborating with Sandy, and we've done a lot of work together on COVID specific communications, but things that also have nothing to do with our COVID response. And she's just a dream to collaborate with. And I really value the work and the work ethic that she brings, the experience she brings, the creativity that she brings, and yeah, just a huge asset.
Well,
goes both ways. My friend. Thank you.
I will tell you, it's a team effort. And when we talk about Masonicare strong, it's a team that makes Masonicare strong. And you two both have been part of that team, along with many of your coworkers that have allowed Masonicare to be strong. So thank you so much for all you've done. Sandy, you talked a little bit about March 12th, 2020, when we had our first video, and there's a quote, since Dr. Schwartz is not here, that I pulled up, and it actually fits pretty well into what you just said. The difference between a mountain and a molehill is your perspective. Think about March 12th, 2020. We were ready, in my perspective, to fight a large battle and trying to climb a mountain that we didn't know where the top of that mountain was. And today I could tell you that I feel like we've conquered that mountain, but to me it looks like a molehill, because I think we're over that mountain to really accomplish what we've done. And we've been able to do that because of you two. And I cannot tell you how proud I am of all that you have done. And a little shout out, Sandy, because I was actually on one of the floors last week, and one of the CNAs that has done an absolutely amazing job at the healthcare center said to me, I watch your videos every week, and they bring inspiration to me, knowing that you're all still watching out for me. And I wanted you to know that, Sandy, because she specifically said these videos, and it brought really a warmth to my heart, knowing that what we're doing is getting out to all those that need to know the information. So I want to thank you both for joining me today, and thank you for watching at home. Until we see you next time, we hope you'll still stay safe and stay well. And remember, we're Masonicare strong.